Peter, 18 months into the return of Oxford Speedway, you manage both the Cheetahs and the Chargers, and both of them are charging very much towards the top of the table. How's it going?
Yeah, I mean, you know, if you would have told me that a few months ago, you know, you would have pinched yourself a little bit. So, yeah, I mean, it's been a great season so far. You know, it's all the boys have gelled well together in both teams. It shows on the track. You know, it shows with everything what we do, and that's why I think that's why we're successful. You know, everybody wants to be here. We get a good crowd. You know, we got a lot of good backing. So, yeah, long may it continue.
Berwick into town this season for the Chargers. We're playing a little catch-me-up really in the division due to the weather and what have you. How do you see tonight's meeting going? Yeah,
I mean, you know, we go into this like we do everywhere. You know, it's Berwick obviously a little bit weakened because they lost a couple of riders, and but you know, it's we're still going to give them a lot of respect because you just never know in Speedway. We've seen that so many times. So. You know, we're going to approach it with it's a win-win really. We've got to, you know, we want to get all 3 points. We had a really good time when we was up there, so the aggregate point is at stake as well. So if we can get all 3 points, that would put us up there sort of pretty solid, you know, and then got a couple more matches left to seal the deal for the top 2. So that's what we're aiming for.
And the Chargers, obviously, the Cheetahs ride on Friday night against Plymouth. It's incredibly tight. The old foe Paul Pirates keep tagging at your shirt tails, but it's never over until it's over. There's a long way to go still.
Yeah, exactly. You know, and then like I said before, you know, people sort of mentioned it a little bit when we was down there last time, or we lost again. But if you knew what was going on in the pits, you know, Scott, you know, blew 2 engines up, which was a big hammer for us. You know, and then same with Sam Masters. You know. Burned 2 clutches out, same Louis Kerr, so all my top boys had problems. And you know, when we were 16 down, I got them all together and just sort of got them a little bit in a trance and said, like, look, imagine we're in the final, we only need to sort of pick a few points up, and if we lose by 12, we could have won the league, basically. You know, so suddenly they're all livened up again, and we got it down to the dividends of 12, and we got the bonus point. And the bonus point can win you the league in these days. So I was really pleased with the performance down there. It's always tough, you know. But then don't forget, they came here and we've done the same to them, you know. So they're not. It's not that they can't be beaten, but you know, they're trying to do the same thing at home, be strong, and you know, and away if you can pick up some wins. They're doing the same what we're doing. So I think it's pretty even. And you know, if we do get to see them in the final. You know, it'd be a cracking meeting, that's for sure.
And the fans will back them 100% either way, down here and down at Paul in Dorset.
Yeah, 100%. We get a good following, you know, wherever we go, really. You know, we get quite a good following. And especially at home, people love their Speedway around here. You know, we picked up quite a few people come from Swindon as well now. So I think they're forgiving each other now, sort of thing, the fans, and starting to realise that if you want to watch your Speedway, there's not much left, so you might as well come and watch it at facilities like this.
For the ignorance amongst us, including me, how much influence do you have on a team? Because obviously they're the ones that are riding the bike, they're the ones that are riding the track. Is it management? Is it knowing? What can you draw on? How do you relate to them? Tell them, and your team talk them. Do you say, look, we only need a 3-3 here, don't bust your buns or whatever?
Yeah, I mean, it is down to that, and I think what does help, you know, I used to race myself, and you know, and we've got a lot of respect for each other. You know, there's still old school things. They still work even with the younger ones. Sometimes I just bring things back to reality, you know, and you know, and I like to think that my man management is pretty good, you know, because I like to know what's going on, not just on the Speedway track, what goes on outside Speedway, because sometimes when your mind is not on the job, you know, I can help with things like that. I'm a lot older than most of them. I do travel with most of them when we go to the matches. So if I know there's a little problem and they want to talk, I jump in the van with them. You know, I don't just get flown here or drive here or one thing or another. You know, we've got a very good relationship, and I think that is something which you know, you can't buy. You have to earn that trust, and we have got a lot of trust between each other. And I like to think that is part of me helping them being where we are now. So, and that's what they say to me. So I have to take it gospel, and you know, and go from there.
Final question, the horrible question. Where do you go? You do get 2 titles this year.
We keep on going. We keep on doing what we're doing. It's no different to, you ask, say, Man City or Man United. You know, what do you do when you won the title? Well, you want to win it again and again and again. No different what Pool is doing. You know, we sort of, we're on their heel. You know, at the beginning of the season, a lot of other managers, promoters, fans, they didn't give us a chance with the team what we had. All thought we were top heavy, but I always knew that if you give these youngsters a good crack, they will come good, and that's what we've done. And 9 times out of 10, or you know, pretty much 100%, that's what we will do again next year. Build around the youngsters, and hopefully end up with near enough the same team. That's always important, and keep building and make the club stronger.